How to find the factors of a number. A factor is a number that can divide another number without a remainder, while factors of a number are a collection of numbers or set of values that can divide a number without a remainder. Now let's go ahead and solve this first example. What are the factors of 20? So to do this, I have a very simple approach. So just say 20. You have to go through every value that ranges between 1 and 20 and see if they can divide 20. So let's start from 1. Can 1 divide 20? Yes, 1 can divide 20. And note that 1 is the factor of every number, but not the prime factor of every number. So it simply means that 1 can divide through every number. Now let's check the next one. Can 2 divide through 20? Yes, 2 can divide 20 to give us 10. Can 3 divide through 20? No, doesn't work. Can 4 divide through 20? Yes. Can divide to give us 5. And can 5 divide through 20? Yes. Can 6 divide through 20? No, it doesn't work. 7? No, it doesn't work. Can 8 divide through 20? No, it doesn't work. Can 9 divide through 20? No, it doesn't work. Can 10 divide through 20? Yes. 20 divided by 10 gives us 2. So let's check for 11. Doesn't work. Let's check for 12. Doesn't work. Let's check for 13. Doesn't work. Let's check for 14. Doesn't work. Let's check for 15. 15 cannot divide through 20 successfully. Let's check 16. It cannot divide through 20 successfully. It simply means when they divide, they're going to divide and have a remainder. So let's check 17. Doesn't work. Let's check 18. Doesn't work. Let's check 19. It doesn't work. And let's check 20. 20 divided by 20 works because it's going to give us back 1, right? Let's compare this with another approach which I use, which is a very simple approach. Let's say we have 20 and want to figure out the factors of 20. So we check out for the values that can multiply to give us 20, and these values are in such a way that when they divide through 20, they don't also have a remainder. So let's go. 1 multiplied 20 will give us 20, right? Okay. Now let's check the next one. 2 multiplied by 10 gives us 20, right? 3 cannot go, so we're going to skip 3. 4 multiplied by 5 gives us 20. And then 5 multiplied by 4 gives us what? It gives us 20, right? Now, when you have this point whereby you have a number kind of repeating, now watch out for this. Pay attention to this, what you have here and what you have here. You have 4 multiplied by 5 and now 5 multiplied by 4. Whenever you have this kind of repetition at this point, you don't need to go any further. So from here, we can simply say that the factors of 20 are the values we have from all the way here. So let's go. You can go from all the way here and then let's go up. So that gives us factors of 20. So such that we'll have 1, 2, 4, 5, 10, and 20. So remember, the 4 repeated and the 5 repeated, so just took one of it. Now comparing this, we have 1 here and we also have 1 here. We have 2, we have 2, we have 4, we have 4, we have 5, we have 5, we have 10, we have 10, and we have 20, and we have 20. You can see that what we did initially is exactly the same thing we are having here. So having said that, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 values here as the factors of 20. You also have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 values here as the factors of 20. So this is the traditional approach where you can go through the thinking process in your mind and then you can solve. But I like this approach. This is the one I use. So with this approach, I kind of tend to multiply, but then I have a clear picture of the factors and values I am looking out for. So let's go ahead and solve more questions on this. Okay, number 2 is the factors of 18. So for the factors of 18, we are going to start from 18, right? So what is the least value that can divide 18 without a remainder? Obviously 1, because 1 is a factor of every number. 1 is the factor of every number, but not a prime factor of every number. So 1 multiplied by 18 gives us 18, right? Can 2 divide 18? Yes. So 2 can divide. So we have 2 multiplied by what gives us 18? 2 multiplied by 9. So it simply means 18 divided by 2 gives us 9, right? Okay. So what else can go through 18? 3. 3 multiplied by what gives us 18? 3 multiplied by 6 gives us 18. It simply means that 18 divided by 3 gives us 6. Can 4 divide 18? No. So we're going to skip it. 5 cannot divide. We're going to also skip it. And then we'll now have 6 multiplied by 3 gives us 18. Now remember this pattern, or remember this formation where you have 6, 6, and then 3, 3. So whenever you have this form, you don't need to go any further again. You just need to take the values from this very point all the way here and then here. So remember, when you're writing down your factors, you don't need to take note of repetition. So therefore, factors of 18 is equal to what? 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, and 18. So these are the factors of 18. And that's just it, simple. So let's do the last example, a couple of examples, and then we are done. So this one says list the factors of 25 and 49. So for the factors of 25 and 49, we are going to do them separately. So for 25, let's have 25 here. So what are the values that can multiply 25? So, and also divide through 25 to get a remainder. Now, remember, we'll start from 1. So 1 multiplied by 25 gives us 25. Can 2 divide? No. 3 cannot work. 4 cannot work. So we're going to skip all these values and up to 5. 5, sorry. So 5 multiplied by what gives us 25? 5 multiplied by 5 gives us 25. When 25 is divided by 5, yeah, the answer is 5. So therefore, we're not going any further. So at this very point, we have, okay, this is another formation of this. So this is a perfect square. So because of that, we just have the same exact value multiplying themselves. So just go through this way. So the factors here, 25 is equal to 1, 5, and 25, because this is a perfect square. So this applies when we have a perfect square. So let's see this and then you get to understand better. So 49, this is another perfect square. So what are the values that can multiply? 49 and also divide it without a remainder. So 1 multiplied by 49 is 49, right? 2 cannot divide through 49, 3 cannot divide through 49, 4 cannot divide through 49, 5 cannot divide through 49, 6 cannot divide through 49, but 7 can, right? So 7 multiplied by 7 gives us 49. It simply means that 49 divided by 7 is 7. So having said that, we now have this situation where we have a perfect square. So once we have a perfect square, two exact numbers repeating themselves, we don't need to go any further. So you can just come to this way. And then you have that factors of 49 is equal to 1, 7, and 49. So these are the factors of 49. Having said that, we've come to the end of this lesson. Thank you so much for watching. Do like and subscribe. Thank you.